Wanna go side? Gotta go potty. No? Are you hungry?
Are you wanting to be a tauntaun?
Are you hungry? Hello, my ladies. Hello, my darling. Hello, my crazy friends. It's been so long since I've seen you, and I don't know since when. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long. It's been a long damn time. Coffee. So, hi, everybody. I am one half of the Rimkus team. Henry is currently at a doctor's appointment. He'll be there. We should be a couple hours. He should have another hour or so before I have to go and pick him up. So, because we have a puppy, I can't take the puppy to the doctor's, and yeah, little giggle butt is laying down sleepy pie, because he's a baby. So yeah, so we'll introduce Gus as we go along down the road, but right now he's sleeping. We went for a long walk this morning, and my butt is tired. So since I made that left, right, in between at Albuquerque, and I still don't know where I am completely discombobulated, and I can honestly say, have you ever heard that word, discombobulated? I can honestly tell you, I understand what that word means, the feeling, the disconnection, the emotional involvement, what that word means when you put that in context with your life. Yeah, that's where I've been. So to kind of give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing in the immediate future, since I'm trying to learn how to video again. Right. My thinking is that I'm going to lay out slivers of what's been going on over the last year to catch up to now. So by December, besides putting in holiday stuff, fluff, that I can close it out, end it, then open it up, and then jump into talking about current stuff that's going on, dealing with the VA system and healing, the current programs like My Genesis and all that great stuff, and the change of plans regarding the RV and all that things, and yeah, just how things happen, what you wanted to do, how things became. So that will be what the 4 laid out plan is at this time. But if you've ever said, hey God, this is our plan, you want to see God laugh, do that. That it comes back with not that God's hitting you upside the head. It's like, he has plans for you. Just sit back and relax and work through it. But if you are so solid and, stubborn enough like I am, you kind of do face plants a lot. So anyways, I am currently back in the mountains, in the Rocky Mountains, Montana. Kind of bring you up to speed. We do have a new puppy. He's 4 months old. And he's a puppy. He's a baby. And he's teething. And he's tearing everything up, including my toes and my fingers. It's wonderful. Joyful. And I'm watching a lot of YouTube to try to remember how to do this. So bear with me as I lost touch how to do these things. So anyways, like I said, I've been discombobulated. I'm completely a mess right now in regards to this. Oh yeah. And so after 30 years of service, Henry retired, and we had this original plan that we started a long time ago, back in 29 Palms Marine Corps Base, Air Ground Combat Center. That was in the middle of the Mojave Desert in California. That we were going to travel, but we had an assumption that we were going to finish the last duty station was going to be, you have to do 2 years on station. We're going to do our last 2 years, and we were going to start traveling. So we jumped into this idea of selling everything that we owned, jumping into RV, which all these years that Henry was on deployment or in school or, in the field, that we're going to catch up for every holiday, birthday, anniversary, everything that we've missed, we were going to catch up for. We're going to also see all the places that we had on bucket lists. You know, everything, every plan was in motion. We bought our first RV that we named Charlotte, because the whole plan, kind of, if you ever watched the movie National Treasure, it all began with Charlotte. So we made the plan that he came home from that deployment. He got our orders, and then, as all of you guys know, 2020 hit, and then so did that little germ buggy that closed down the whole planet. And it took a bit of time because nobody knew what to do, especially with orders, moving ourselves or staying in our RV. What can we do to facilitate us to get actively going so we can start ticking down the clock and getting going? So once we got all that stuff taken care of, it was like a hodgepodge of stuff, and we finally got that stuff carried on, and we got approval from both base commanders, and everybody said we're good, blah blah blah, and yeah, we rocked on, got going. We got to our duty station in Virginia, and that made it kind of difficult when we got to. It was really wonky. I where we were at in Virginia. In Virginia Beach, it was kind of weird. Unbeknownst to us is what was going on with the unit that my husband was assigned to. Shortly after we got there, there was a notice of a type of audit that goes through certain types of units that are on the chopping block, would be the best word to explain. And we got confused, because why would you send somebody new to a unit that's going to be chopped? Audits were being done across the board. Everybody was being told that through all service branches to cut expenditures, and that was what was done. We found out about 6 months into it that the unit was going to be closed down. One day when Henry got to work, he got told, "Hey dude, look at your email and then call me back." What we found out is Henry had orders, and he had to pick between left and right. Or you want to go to this base, or do you want to go to, this base, but do you want to go to this office or that office? And because Henry was at the highest rank he could go in the enlisted field, it was basically picking a job that he would be happy with to complete his end of service. But the problem is we were hoping that the base that we were currently at was going to be the last one, because you have to complete 2 years of service before you can exit out. And it takes 1 year of service before you need at least 1 year to start planning out your tap downs out of military. It takes a year at least minimum to drop your appendix J, start filling out your paperwork, get all your processes and medical stuff, appointments and stuff to leave service. There's a lot of stuff involved when you, especially if you've been in as long as Henry has, to start exiting out of the military. It's a lot of time. And when you leave, you got to make sure you have all your records done, any medication you need for amount of time before you then go to the base that you're going to go to the home state that you're going to go to, or travel, or to the place that you're going to go and stick to get your domicile set up. And then whether it's TRICARE, you got another job lined up, or whatever you're doing, so that gets all set up. You get your insurance set up and all that other stuff. So it's a lot of detailed information, and you need time. You can't do that in 60 days or 90 days. You need time. When he got told that nope, the unit that you're at is closing, and you need to find, this is the place that you're going to go to. By the way, because you didn't drop your appendix J, you have no choice. So pick one. So he called me. He's like, I was like, what? I was not looking forward going to DC. That was not the DC area. They call it the DMV. As we were packing up and getting everything ready to go and stuff like that, and getting him checked out of the unit and out of the medical and stuff like that, and I was getting my doctor's appointments and stuff. Henry went off to work one day, and he called me and he's like, "Hey babe, I'm headed off to work. I need to put gas in the car. Do you want me to get it before I go to work, or do you want me to get it after work?" It's like, why don't you get it, because usually when you get off of work, it's really late and there's a lot more traffic. It was okay, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go at 7-Eleven. I'll call you when I get back on the road. 15 minutes later, I'm getting a phone call, and it's not him on the phone. It's the fire department. Henry's been in a really bad crash, and they're having to cut him out of the car. And They're going to transport him to the nearest hospital and to meet us here. And they had to give me the information because it was going to take me about 45 minutes to get there. It took me a little bit to understand what was going on because I had just talked to him and all of a sudden he was in an accident and I didn't understand what was going on. We were supposed to be leaving in less than 60 days to his new duty station. Once we got to the new duty station, he was going to drop his Appendix J so we can prepare for retirement. There was so much tap dancing to do already because we hadn't been on duty at the duty station for a year, but because of what was going on with the unit, there was so much to do. And now I'm getting a phone call that he's been in an accident. And I'm like, I don't know what to do at this point. I'm like, I don't know what condition he was in. I didn't know. I just knew how to get there. It's like my heart sunk so much in that one moment. My husband had been on between combat deployments. He also had done relief efforts for Hurricane Katrina and down in Haiti, and he's done all these other rescue missions and stuff like that. He's done all these joint task force missions and all these other things. My husband's been on boom, 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 and he's granted physical injuries. You know, he's had to have surgeries on his shoulders. He's had to have pain injections in his lower spine. He broke his foot, had to have surgery on that. You know, my husband has gone and endured all these pain for all these years. We're just right at the precipice of him retiring, and he gets into a car accident. A lot of things are about to happen and it's going to change, and it made our idea, our hopes for what we thought was going to happen was about to change, and we didn't know what was coming. I mean, we were already seeing some things that were not looking good already. And now this changed a lot. So I'm going to end it here. There's a reason why I was like posting this as lost in transport, because there's a lot of things that happen along the way, and there's a lot of things still coming that I had no idea was about to come. And there was a lot of things being as a wife of somebody who serves that you hope but you don't see coming, and it's the realism of life. You can hope for the best, but sometimes you just have to be flexible and be willing to change. And I didn't see this coming. I'm going to leave this for now. The car accident put into play a lot of issues. Financially, emotionally, mentally, physically. It was something that I wasn't prepared for, and I don't think anybody can be prepared for. It made a lot of things that needed to come and change. So, but anyway, stay tuned. It's going to be what it is, but we're okay. We're okay. But a lot of things had to change for us. But I'll introduce you guys to Gus later on. But thank you guys for sticking around. I'm so sorry it's been so long, but I'm going to try to do better. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys take care of each other, love one another, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll probably have this next portion of it next week. So, love you guys.